Good morning. It's the transfer window. Can we get that business sort of out of the way first? Nader Manua and QPR. What progress there, Roberto?
I don't know. They were talking yesterday, I think. Maybe today or tomorrow could be possible.
Do you think it's something that will eventually happen for Nader?
Yes, I think so, because I think that Nader deserves to play because he's a good guy. And if he stay here, maybe play 1 or 2 games, I think that's not enough for a young player.
I think every week we ask you about Carlos. Do you know what the latest is there? I know everyone's tired.
I hope that we'll finish very, very quickly. This.
Do you think it will get finished? Is there a concern that it perhaps won't?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think that we talked with Paris Saint-Germain, maybe Inter, I don't know, Milan. But I hope that for him that everything can finish very quickly because.
When we spoke to David last week, he suggested that maybe if things didn't happen, that Carlos could come back. Could that happen, Roberto?
This is impossible.
It won't happen at all. He can't play for Manchester City again.
No, this is impossible. Carlos doesn't want to stay. We had a problem. I think that for him, it's important now to restart to play because he's a football player. Now it's 3 months that he didn't play. It's not good for him.
How important was the win at Wigan, bearing in mind you did it without Kolo, without Yaya, without Vincent?
It was important, but we have other 4 or 5 games in this situation. And probably we can have difficulties, like against Wigan. Also, if we deserve to win, I think, because we had the chance to score, other chance to score the second goal. I think that every game is difficult in this moment.
How surprised were you that people got so angry about?
I'm happy. Like this, there are some people that can talk about this.
Will you carry on doing it, do you think?
For me, it's natural to do this. For me, I did nothing.
Are you surprised, though, that people got in this country angry
about it? I like it. Like this, they have something to talk.
You've got a big game this week against Tottenham Hotspur. Emmanuel Adebayor has been a very, very important player for them. When you decided to let him go...
I can say that I'm happy for Manuel because he's playing very well for Tottenham. I'm happy because also if we had a problem, because here he didn't play, he's a good player and I'm happy that he's playing very well.
But when you let him go to Tottenham, did you think now they would be a threat?
I think that Tottenham is one of the best teams in Barca's Premier League. Like Arsenal, like Chelsea. It's a strong team.
And can you read anything into what happened early in the season? Was that a one-off game, the 5-1, when Manchester City played?
But we played 5 months ago. It was totally different. It was the second match, I think. But you know, when you start the season, everything can happen because maybe all the squad are not ready to play 100% because every team needs maybe 4, 5, 6 games to be confident. Now it's different, but I think that Tottenham is one of the best teams like other clubs.
How are you injury-wise? Is Mario Balotelli perhaps fit?
No, Mario is okay. We recovered Mario. He did yesterday, 2 days ago, this morning.
And Micah?
Also Micah.
Just a final point. Andre Villas-Boas has talked about perhaps having elite clubs, having feeder clubs in our league, much like in Spain. Is that something that could work, or is it something that because...
Yeah, it could be. For me, it could be, because I think that like this you can have maybe more young players, like Spanish could be, and it's a good idea, I think. But I don't know if it's possible in England.
A word about Tottenham. Were you surprised at how well they recovered from that defeat? Because it obviously could knock a team's confidence at home to lose like they did against City.
You know, it's better to lose 1 time 5-1 than 5 times 1-0. This is you can take one bad day, maybe you concede 3 or 4 or 5 goals. This is can happen. Was happened at United, was happened at Arsenal. This is can happen. It's better one defeat than 5.
There's been a lot of results like that, big results. I mean, the same weekend when you beat Spurs 5-1, Manchester United beat Arsenal 8-2. It's the same again this weekend, and then obviously you beat United 6-1. Some crazy results. Why is that?
Yeah, because it was the second game in Barca's Premier League for this reason. But now I think that is difficult. But to repeat, I think that Tottenham is a very, very strong team because they have 22 international players, are not young players. For me, it's one of the best. They can win a title.
And they play the best football, apparently, according to Sir Alex Ferguson. Anyway.
I think that no, they play best football. Yeah, probably after us it's possible. But I think for me the best football play Swansea. They play very well.
But they're not going to be title contenders.
Swansea, it's difficult. But they play very well football. There are two different situations. City, Tottenham, maybe there are two good teams that play very well football. And after Swansea, I think that one of the best like football.
And just a final point, I know you've mentioned Carlos Tevez, but have you ever come across a situation in your career like this to go on and on and on?
No, this is strange for one reason. I think that when you play football, you need to play. It's strange that Carlos is 3 months that without play football. For me, is I don't understand this.
Roberto, do you think Carlos would benefit from playing in Italy? You played your entire career there.
Yeah, Carlo can play in every championship because he's a fantastic player. Like a football player is fantastic, and he can play in every team: Milan, Inter, Paris Saint-Germain, and I'm sure that he can change everything.
Do you think Wayne Bridge will leave before the end of January?
I hope also for him it's the same situation that we have with Nedum. He needs to play. I hope that he can find a good squad, a good solution for him. Yes, I hope.
Nedum seems to have a club though. Wayne doesn't have another club coming in for him at the moment.
Nedum?
Wayne?
I don't know this. But in this moment I don't think. But I hope for him.
You said Tottenham could win the title. How many teams do you think realistically could win the title at this stage of the season?
This moment, 3. I think that in this moment, three clubs, City, United and Tottenham. There are 3 teams at the moment. After maybe 4 or 5, the next 4, 5, 6 games, maybe can change. Also, maybe Chelsea because I think that to recover 10, 11 points on 3 teams is difficult.
Roberto, in terms of this fixture, in the last 2 seasons it's been about Champions League qualification. It's been the game that sealed it for Tottenham and the game that sealed it for yourselves last year as well. Now it's about the Premier League title race.
For this, it's 3 years that we play against Tottenham, important game. This one said that us and Tottenham are a good team. We are always there. This is important. This year is different because we play for the title. And I think that is good things for us and for Tottenham.
And if you win, it's 8 points the difference. Do you think that would be too much for Tottenham to come back? Can you end their title bid at the weekend?
Maybe, but you know, in 16, 17 games, if you lose 2 games, like United lost against Blackburn or Newcastle, like us against Manchester and Liverpool, I think that it can change.
So has what Adebayor's done this season impressed you to the extent that you might like to see him back in your team one day?
But this is, I don't know in this moment. I said that I'm happy because I think that I watched a lot of games and he played very well. He scored a lot of goals. But you know, sometimes maybe it's possible that you have a situation like this. You have a good player, but he wants to play always. This is difficult in a top team because when you have 3 or 4 strong strikers, you need to change. If you have one striker that wants to play always, it's not easy. and maybe he change a team, he goes in another team, he played very well, he scored goals like Manuel.
Has there been times recently with the Carlos situation and injuries when you wish you could have been able to call on him?
Probably, but we didn't know that with Carlo what happened in Munich. We had 4 strikers. I think that with 4 strikers you can play 1 year.